to a period when nobody was interested. I had just when I started, when I just have one show, it is over, finish. Of course, now everyone is dancing. Not only dancing, doing the baila now.
Ballet.
Huh?
You're talking about ballet?
No, baila means the degenerated form of the dance.
Oh, yes. Okay, should we just put some of these back?
Yes.
Is
Ravi
there-
Shankar, there's Ravi Shankar here.
Yeah.
Ravi Shankar, Marcel Marceau, the famous mime artist.
Yes.
So, pantomime, yeah.
Yeah. Good friend of mine. He was here twice. And J.R. Jayawardena, Gopal Lava, and Mohammed. This was in Dresden. She is this famous dancer, Madame Haluka.
Okay. And I just wanted to... You ready?
Tell me when I have to.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can start. Yes.
These poses are created by the Saddler's Wells Theatre.
Yeah.
When we perform at Saddler's Wells,
How old is this?
when we go there,
This is a recent one.
recent one, we were there. First we were there in 1971, Saddler's Wells, my company, and then we went in June, not even, about 2 years, 3 years.
Something else.
Yeah. These are the, there's your great maestro, Ravi Shankar here.
Right.
Ravi Shankar, then there is the very great artist, Marcel Marceau, with a great
He's a Frenchman?
Frenchman who is very famous, world famous for his mime.
I see.
Yeah, he's very famous.
And you seem to be pretty much impressed or influenced by...
And
what else? You got some more... that's a design of a costume, I guess. Inside?
inside, yes.
Yeah.
These costumes, these are costumes made for, when I returned from Shantiniketan, I did Chandalika.
Yeah.
So these are costumes designed for that ballet production.
I see. This is how you used to work.
Yeah. I have plenty of this thing underneath. Beautiful paintings of my creations.
I see.
Yeah. This is the dance of Shiva. We did dance of Shiva to Ravi Shankar's music.
I see.
The music he did with the London Symphony.
Yeah.
So he said,
So this was the set design.
they design. One of the things. Yeah.
You have to take lumps and put.
What is this?
Take some of this out and put it back here, and I'll put it in the Tupperware
Yeah.
after.
This is when we perform. This is a very interesting picture. This is our Prime Minister, Mrs. Bandaranaike,
Yeah.
in the Kremlin Theatre.
The other year.
I see.
She is in the audience with Khrushchev, and we were doing our ballet Khardia.
I see. So that's Nikita Khrushchev.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. And this is the Sadler's Wells Theatre. And this is the Foreign Minister of Singapore.
You must have had so many memories of
Yeah.
places and people.
Now the rivers are coming here.
Okay.
Drums of Ceylon, drumming rhythms.
How old is this clipping?
The dates are there.
72.
72. is another trip.
There is that
This to the
Othello.
Soviet Union. So, ਵਧੀਆ ਕਮੀਆਂ. This is when I played Othello.
Yes. Even this is kind of later years. How when did you perform this?
1979.
Mm-hmm.
In English, of course.
Yeah. I guess
There
we
was a
were.
theatre, English theatre group in Ceylon called Stage and Set. So they invited me. So I accepted the challenge. They didn't know my background. I said I will do it.
That is an interesting in bit of story, right? Which I read it in the book.
Yeah.
He asked you to enact the most difficult part.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, now
This
it's,
is
I guess
the-
we got enough of shots.
Yeah.
Huh?
The government sent us, our group, on tour to 5 countries. In 19, when was this is Bandaranaike, the Prime Minister? We did even India also.
I see.
When Nehru was,
The Prime Minister.
yeah.
Yeah. I read that piece where you say that you reached Prague by train. It was a tedious journey, and the same night you had to perform.
Yeah, my God, it was
It was a
terrible.
difficult one.
Very difficult.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's correct.
These are Sri Lanka by storm.
Saradia.
Haradia. You have seen Karadiya?
Yes, yes.
And there's one
That is
under
the
that
story about,
Malana.
done it I think over 10,000 times here.
It's the standard.
No, I don't,
Ballet.
because I'm not dancing, I don't want anyone to do it.
Uh-huh.
You see,
Yes.
it's a very difficult role I do there. Their drama and dance is mixed.
And what is the story?
Fun?
What does the story go like?
Story is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
The story is about a fisher, burn. Yeah, it's a love story.
Christian people,
It's an excuse to show dancing.
I see.
That there's a villain, there is the
Yes.
girl and the lover, and so I said it very beautiful. We were given a lot of publicity. Now see the daily news carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Be terrible.
Come. I guess it takes time to wind up.
Drama, I think, what do you? Now, spent one whole day here doing this. Otherwise, you can't do justice to.
Absolutely. That is very
For
true.
an artist like me,
Yes.
I am not son. They are the people, they are my children. What else? So Sunday is in my book, that book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he was okay. He was with us then.
एक दिए तो one da.
You can just hold it like that. Yeah?
Yeah, Chitrasena in 1936.
36. Yeah. Not now. After we finish,
But I have to go. They are going back to Colombo. No?
then quietly put it back.
So when was this Arjuna performed, you said?
Arjuna, I done it so many times, I don't know. I started in
Can you just look at the
41,
poster?
about 45, 1945.
Can you just look at the poster and tell me something about it? No, this poster, which is holding.
Arjuna.
Arjuna.
Arjuna?
Yeah.
Yeah. This I learned under Sri Gopinath. That is my Indian master. I had my dance education
Yeah.
I'm more Indian than you, all of you put together. You ought to know. I love India so much, you know. I started going to India in 1940.
Yes.
And he taught me this. I came and he didn't teach me the item. Out of the Kathakali, I created the Arjuna.
I see.
Yeah,
And it was a solo performance.
yeah, solo. And this was very well known here.
Okay. Okay, we just have to do this.
Well. Mawas dah dulu. You want to put me also? Huh?
So your daughter is dancing, of course, but your son is also into dancing?
No, no.
Would you just go inside, we'll follow you.
Right.
Yeah?
Oh.
Good.
I'm going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Chitrasena,
Yeah.
I want to ask you basically, have you got into dancing? It seems that it came pretty naturally to you.
Yes, because my father was in the world of drama, and he was a producer, director, and he wrote some dramas also. It was during, say, his Shakespearean days. I was not born even 1916. There's a nice article in that book,
Yes.
1916.
Yeah.
And he exposed me to all, he was very fond of the culture of this country. Like we have these folk dance forms like Sokari, Kolang, what do you call, then upcountry dancing, then the low south dances. We have three distinct forms. So I was exposed to, he used to take me everywhere I go, and then when he has performances, I was very young then. I saw all these things and I simply said, I want to dance, that is all. And they couldn't stop me from dancing. My mother was very worried because she was thinking how I am going to live with this dancing. At that time, there was no possibility. There was nothing. The dance was confined to the rituals only. In the village, Homakankari, there we have a lot of, you couldn't see anything in Colombo. Nothing. But I just simply said I must dance. Then father, he couldn't stop me. And then he said, then you better study the Samat Candian dance, and he got down these famous dancers from the various parts of the country. The first one was Algama Kiriganita. Came home and I studied in the house. Then there was Muddanave Appua, another famous dancer. Nobody has heard these names today. They are all dead. Then there was Lapaya Gurunatse. Three great masters I studied the Candian dance. And then only he said, now he took me to India, to Travancore. I was under Sri Gopinath for about 3 years. And I studied the Kathakali, and it helped me a lot to understand. I didn't want to become a particular dancer, like a Candian dancer or Kathakali dancer. I just wanted to absorb all these things. Absorb all these things so that I can create my own thing. So then from there I came back. Then during the holiday period, I created a small story. I wanted to tell a story through the dance because our dance doesn't tell a story. Like in India, the Kathakali and various forms. So I started telling a story. First one was the Buddhist Jataka story called Jataka story Uh, I can't remember the name. This is the trouble when you're getting old, you forget all these things. And,
Chandalika, right? Not Chandalika.
no. Chandalika I did in India. That is, when I came back, I repeated it. I did Chandalika in 1945 with Burdi. Mrs. Kripalani was the granddaughter of Rabindranath Tagore. I played opposite her. It is there in that book.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Shantiniketan also I absorbed a lot of, I learned a lot of things from India by visiting places, meeting artists. That was my thing. I didn't want to stick to one definite, style or technique, dance, but I was absorbing all these things. And then I came back. And I was very lucky to get a place in Colombo. A huge mansion was given to me by a very rich man. He was one of the richest men at the time. His name is Sir E.P.A. Fernando Bogala. Bogala means graphite. He gave me this house. All those houses belonged to him at the time. He gave me this huge house, and I started my school there and went on for 45 years. I was there till I don't know how to say that, till a minister, a certain prime minister, he died. Somebody threw a bomb at him and he died. He took this over and sold it to somebody else. I thought if he takes it over, he sold it to KG Industries, that's an Indian firm. And then I was without a school. I was without a school.
Yeah. Should we cut for a second if you don't mind?
Okay.
Yeah. So, sir, tell us about your memories of your very first performance in 1936.
Very first performance, I was, I think about 14 years, 13, 14. That was created by my father. He created it and I played the leading role in it. It is from one of our Buddhist stories, Sri Sangabo, where the king is a king who surrenders, who becomes a hermit. And so I played this role, and I still remember, and we took it right around Ceylon at the time. We performed at the Regal Theatre. The Regal Theatre, a fine theatre, and then outstations, Ambalang, Gurdak, Gaul, these places we performed. And later on,
No, what were the memories of performance the first time you stepped on the stage?
Yeah.
And the curtains must have opened. Do you remember that?
that is, even today, for me, it's like doing it over again. Every time I try to, when I enter the stage, I am all on pins. As soon as I face the audience, I take over the audience. I have always taken over the audience. Hold it till I do what my bit and just go off. I knew this theatre art through my father. He had a lot of books. And then my teachers used to tell me how to mesmerize the audience, how to hold the audience, their interest. So that is very important for an artist. Without, most of the people who dance and drama and all that, they do it, nothing go across the stage. It's all inside. Here I just, you see, I can just stay on the stage like this for hours and just hold the audience. It's an art. So,
So that was the first performance.
yeah, yeah.
And it was inspired by Rabindranath Tagore, that's what you had written?
No. The Tagore's thing came later in 1945 when I went to Shantiniketan to study. During that period, they have this yearly. They had Chandalika in aid of the Tagore Memorial Fund, and Tagore's granddaughter played opposite Prakriti, and I played Anand in the story. So we had 4 performances in Calcutta, and then I was chosen to represent Shantiniketan, one of the students, to perform at the All India Dance Festival in 1946, 45 or 46, I can't remember. And there I saw a group of us went, Shantiniketan group was about 20, 25 girls and boys. I was young then. We saw the All India Dance Festival. For the first time I saw Ram Gopal perform. Then I saw Achan Maharaj, Shambhu Maharaj, and Tarikwar Khan, the famous tablis at that time. All those great artists I saw, and we also performed. And I was given a solo by the Shantiniketan, to do a solo to one of Tagore's songs called, I still remember this, Guru Guru it is coming of rain and thunder and lightning. So I set a solo for this song, and I did it as a solo there. Occasion is where I helped all these artists who are supposed to be great ustads today. Those people, they were under my roof in Kolpiti, in that big house I got from. One of them is Amaradeva. We helped him a hell of a lot to go to India, did shows, all these things. Now they don't talk about them. He has come from this. And the other man, Anand Samarakon, Sunil Shanti, they are well-known names here. They stayed with me before I married. It was a large house. I gave them free, room to live and do work. So I did some shows with all these people once or twice. And then it became a place, a meeting place for the artists in Colombo. This is 1945, 45, 46, like that for about, till about the 80s I was there. And so Dr. Sarat Chandra has his rehearsals at my place. Then Navagattagamur, then Henry Jayasena, all those artists used to come there.
But sir, when you started, even your style was pretty new, like ballet, it was never performed, you said.
Yeah.
You must have also faced criticism that time.
Pardon?
You must have faced criticism.
My God, if I tell you, when I started, I used to take the first I used to have what you call a kind of variety entertainment, like a Nirtanjali, all forms of dancing. All forms of dancing. And then
Just a second.
Gaul, Kandy, Kurunagala, those places have school halls. So I used to take the group performing in all. The first time when I went, as soon as they heard the drum, they used to shout. The audience used to shout. And my Guru Nanak used to play the drum. And they used to hoot, say all kinds of things. And but I went on dancing. So the other show, my Guru Nanak says, "Sir, I will wait inside and dance, play the drum." No, you have to come out. There was a prayer like that everywhere. They had no respect for the dance. Because maybe when they hear the drum, they shout.
But why was that reaction coming from people at that time? Why was that reaction?
That is maybe the urban crowd, people were not exposed to these things, and at that time they saw it being performed in all kinds of processions and wedding houses and all kinds of things. It had no status, the dance. This can be a traditional dance. They come, but today also the same thing is happening. Today they are, this West dance, they are doing Karanam, which is all wrong, absolutely wrong. It's against it's a very sacred dance. It's a very sacred dance, it's very ancient. It's you can't call it a Buddhist thing, it's a Hindu-Buddhist culture. And Homa Kankare is, they worship the 10 deities, the gods.
Can you, if you're asked, would you like to say which was your most favorite role? What your most favorite character that you played? What was your most favorite role?
In
Your career.
I will call it Arjuna, because in that I was all the time fighting my foes. I had foes. It was a dance that was a warrior's dance. And Nanda is traveling in the jungle, walking very thirsty, and he comes across a young girl and says in the song, it is all song and dance, Tagore's style of drama. Jola dawa mai, jola daw, ami tapita pipasito, amai jola daw, ami shanto, oh amai jola daw.
It's beautiful. So you learn Bangla also?
Yes. There were very fine three singers in Shantiniketan. Two are dead. One, Kanika Banerjee. You must have heard of Kanika Banerjee, famous. They were my classmates there.
Okay.
And then there was, who is that other singer in Calcutta, this Rabindra Sangeet. He's a very
It's a male or a female character? Male character or a female character?
female.
Right.
She's very famous in Calcutta.
I see. tell me.
yeah. They sang for this dance drama. They were the singers, and we did the roles.
Yeah. All right. We were actually talking about Arjuna when we had to stop mid.
Yeah,
You were telling me about Arjuna. Why is it your most favorite role?
that was a very, that Arjuna, in any technique, if you go on, we have three things called the mantra, yantra, tantra. Mantra, yantra, tantra. If you go on and on and on, then it becomes yantra. It starts moving, and then it becomes established, tantric. My solo became established. I did it so many times that it became a part of me in the dance. As soon as I get on the stage, at that time Arjuna, audiences, I had built an audience then. I had built an audience for myself, for my group, for my work. That audience is not there now. They are dead and they are dying. So they came specially to see Arjuna. And it was a sort of something happens to it. When you go on like that, it happens, you see. So like that, I did the dance, my general dance. I used to dance morning, 1 or 2 hours, evening, 1 or 2 hours. And I used to have drummers, paid drummers, and I used to dance.
Any other role that you remember?
Pardon?
Tell me about Othello. Tell me about Othello.
Othello was a big challenge for me. Though I was familiar with Shakespeare, thanks to my father, I was challenged. I had to memorize the whole book, to memorize. So when the director came and gave me the book, I said, give me 1 week, I will tell you. So after 1 week, I thought I must do it. I said, okay. And they were shocked that I did it in that manner. They didn't know my background. The young stage and set Western educated crowd there, they didn't know me. They thought I was a Catholic dancer, that sort of thing. They didn't know my other side, they didn't know. So I played it to the hilt. I rehearsed for 6 months. We were having rehearsals, but separately I rehearsed. I used to go out to the studio. I had a studio where I stayed. I used to go and recite. I get another various characters to portray
I see.
of aesthetics from.
Okay. All right. We are ready. Should we start talking about Othello now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Rolling. Okay. You were telling me that you by-hearted the whole book.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
were practicing,
Yeah.
rehearsing for 6 months.
Yeah, I had this photographic mind. You see, I used to take the book, do 1 round on the hall there, and I remember 1 line. Like that, I went on, and I had to memorize the other people's roles also, like Yago's roles, and there are sometimes very fast exchanges, very fast, and at rehearsals, they were shocked that I did it. So there are reviews of it. It's a very fine, it's an actor's role, a good actor's role. You can play Othello in so many different ways. You can play him as a big man. You see, I played him very big because when the fall came, it was very pathetic. So,
Has there been regrets?
huh?
Has there been regrets in your career?
today I regret that I ever danced.
Why do you say that?
No. No, it's, the, today there is, it's a different world altogether, different audience, different values are so different. And you can't, I can't relate to most of these things. And the young people are not, they are mad all. They are not educated, they don't know whether they are going here or there. You see, that is because of our past education and, we were under the British. But India won't go like that because India is a huge country. It is a small island. It can be influenced. So, anyway, I have done my little bit and I'm very happy that I did it and
You have to thank dance for one more thing. Through dance, you found your life mate, your life partner.
Yes, she came to me. She was not a dancer. When she came to me, she never danced. It was from the beginning I had to teach her. She came and became a boarder there to go to school, from there to Methodist College there. So she was learned everything right from the beginning. And anyway, I have.
You found her talented enough.
Pardon?
You found her talented enough.
Oh yes, she was very talented, extremely talented, and of course I had to be behind, like, sort of business, giving small tips, and otherwise, on her own, she finds it still difficult to do things. Still. Because she doesn't have the background. I had my father's father and a lot of theatre and dance and all that. Now she did, I'm not condemning it or anything, she did Chandalika, my Chandalika, she did it on her own. But for me it is no good in the sense. She doesn't know enough music, Ragadari music. I knew my Ragadari music because I learned it in Shantiniketan. I used to sing classical Bhim Palasi, all these rags. I know these rags. At that time when I was doing music, I used to tell Amradeva, I want this rag. And it must be written like that. Not that they gave the music, they didn't know. It was something very new to them.
Can you sing a raga for us?
Huh?
Can you sing a raga right now?
La da 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 he da 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 na la da na ni na da 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 ibadi aho chanda lekule ma veakuli yasamata melovi mahabambu me. I can't remember the name. This is Darbari. Yes. Darbari. Darbari Karada. I used to know all these things so well, though I was.
Yeah. And you did not encourage your son to dance. Why was that? Both of you being dancers.
Yes. I don't know. I did not do anything. I'll tell you a secret. My wife wanted to make her a dancer. So she went at him every day, rehearsing. And then he was playing cricket also in school, Royal College here. and went on, and suddenly he sprained a muscle in the back. After that, dancing, everything stopped. She was more anxious to make him to dance than he was young then.
So it was a physical problem, basically.
Pardon?
It was a physical problem which didn't allow him to become a dancer.
Yes, he was very he's tall and very big made.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cut it here.
What else do you want to? We can't avoid the Indian influence here. Here is such a huge country and here a small country just by. So cultures grow like that.
Yes.
For a show, show is nothing wrong.
Yes.
Sarojini Naidu.
In the morning and I hear the drum
Yeah.
and then I start dancing in my studio.
You do it right now also?
Now I can't.
Yeah?
That is why I do swimming and doing all kinds of other things.
Yeah, right.
I used to dance like that.
Yeah.
She danced with me.
She was a very beautiful woman. I must
Acharya
say.
Kriplani, 1946.
She's good dancer.
Shanti
And
Niketan.
also very beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, her eyes and all that. I
Yeah.
really like dancing.
Yeah. So I had big fights with her when she was doing this Nalika.
M.K. Gandhi, Shanti Niketan, 1946. बाद में सिग्नेचर ही नहीं पता चलेंगे कौन किसका.
I'm giving not like her. Huh?
අපේ අවශ්‍යතරම් ඉන්නවනේ මොකද ඉතින් මේ ඇත්තටම මේ වගේ වස්තු අපිට ටිකයි තියෙන්නේ ඇත්තටම.
Now,
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Shanti Niketan, 1945.
No, we want to take your shot, so you remain seated here.
you can he will take.
Yeah.
मैं
नहीं बता सके?
मां पटा मैंने खाऊं ना
ඒක දේරුව වෙනවා.
अच्छा.
रंजीत क्या आ रही है कि ना मैं मैं
J.C. Bose,
रंजीत नहीं मैं और नहीं क्या
Subhash Chandra Bose.
एक मिनट कट
Canadian
Subhash Chandra Bose.
cultural affairs. එතකොට so Alveare was he was the ambassador in Delhi. Meaning at Kamal Bada Kirwani. Mom bag with you. I was fighting about it. I will stay with the group, I said. So I stayed with the group.
Ravi Shankar, ये तो 1960.
अब इनको बेचारे को ज़्यादा नहीं परेशान करेंगे।
इसे
इनको ज़्यादा नहीं परेशान
ඒ
करेंगे।
සුරසේකර තමයි හිටියේ.
सिर्फ एक शॉट ले।
या रोलिंग
Rolling.
Action.
हाँ रोलिंग सिंगिंग कंटिन्यू Cut.
On the 8th. It is on the 8th. I have tomorrow.
No.
What do? You generally write letters or
Tomorrow's
something? एक मिनट
Oh, I do very Kriplani, Kanika Banerjee. You want me to write something or?
No, you just go through the book.
Yeah.
मैं किया रोल किया right.
Can you just write one more line, sir?
Got it. You are rolling.
Can we take that?
Ali,
I'm very
you have been
sorry.
here.
For the same.